What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of A New Day. Today we're going to be playing Spyro's Ripto's Rage, one of my favorite PlayStation games of all time. I kind of wanted to lighten the mood of the occurrence that happened yesterday, because it was kind of, it's a little bit of a sad time for both of us. Do bear with me. I'm a little bit nervous doing this by myself, because this is the first time I've ever really done that. So we're gonna try and get through this the best we can. I kind of have a new setup for the way I'm doing it. I got my microphone in front of me like always. I got everything going. I'm gonna skip all these cutscenes because I really don't need to see them. But yeah, I got a new headset on so that I can kind of actually hear the game audio while it's doing it. That was something that was kind of like a really big gap we had to go through when we were actually doing the recording, because we had no way to actually hear what was going on. If you ever kind of listen to our Let's Plays, we always had that one we had that instance where we're like, oh yeah, well, what is going on, because we don't know what they're saying. And that was really true. We wouldn't actually know what they were saying until after the Let's Play was actually done. So this is kind of new to me. I can't actually hear my voice too well, so if you guys do have any misconceptions hearing me or anything, let me know, because this is first time I'm doing this. Never, yeah, like I said, never done that before. But then again, let's try and go. Let's make this positive for what it is. Let's. Unfortunately, haven't found a co-host really yet. I do have some people I'm talking to kind of situate myself to make sure oh yeah, when we do get that co-host, they're gonna be really fluid. Kind of have that dynamic chemistry me and Levi feel like we had. But so far, I mean, from the people I've talked to, they're actually kind of excited to do this. Oh my god, that's gonna kill me. The camera angles are controlled with the L1 and R1 instead of the R stick. So it's a really back in the day kind of title. Completely spaced that was a thing. Again, I'm playing a PS1 game. But yeah, as I was saying, found some people. They're actually pretty interested. They were I was like, hey, yeah, so it's kind of a big idea and a big question I gotta answer you, but do you want to be my new co-host? And a couple people were like, yeah, that sounds like fun. And then a couple people were like, oh, I kind of gotta think about that. It's a big deal kind of thing. And then we were just talking about what kind of chemistry we would have and all that good stuff. I really don't feel the need to listen to this, because if anyone hasn't played Spyro 2, it's something that you just need to go do right now. Stop watching, go play right now. And then some of the people were yeah, like I said, they were super excited for this. They were like, yeah, let's do it. It's gonna be great. Let me know what I can do. But it's all about scheduling too, because we got to make sure this person and that person have the ability to record, and especially with my schedule being so hectic. I think I told you guys, if you guys watched the last video we had yesterday with the kind of goodbye, I do have a full-time job, so this is kind of my extracurricular. I'm actually recording this on my day off, my first day off in the past week, so I'm yeah, so this is gonna be really nervous, and it's gonna suck, so it's either gonna be a hit or a miss. So if you guys do and also, if you guys like the game in general, Spyro, let me know, because I do own all of them. Well, I mean, except for the, the more recent ones that everyone in the world can't get a hold of. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of a new experience to me. Okay, let me know how you feel about it. This is money bags. All he wants is my money. But, I think thank you. I think I gave him money. I mean, as far as I know, now he's richer. Opens the bridge. Yeah, but I haven't played this game since I was oh gosh, 9, maybe? Officially played through this game, so it's gonna be kind of a newer experience again for me. I'm collecting all the gems just because I know for that instance back there where he needed all that money, I want to be able to have enough so that I don't have to be oh guys, let me pause real quick so that I can go do some shit, and then finally be able to proceed in the game. But I did choose this game just because it was kind of a childhood memory. I mean, after yesterday, I was pretty sad. I was this really fucking sucks. This guy was my best friend for forever, and unfortunately, something that's it's good for him a lot, because if you guys don't know Levi very well, he's just he's a great guy, and he just really never had enough breaks in his life. I feel everything that happened to him, it feels it's just unfair. So like I was really happy when he had this opportunity to kind of get away from like where he originally was, where he kind of started, and so he gets like this new, like almost like a new start, if you almost will. So I'm really excited for him to be able to kind of take advantage of that, and then at the same time, he was kind of the reason why I continued what I was doing here. If it probably wasn't for him actually being like, yeah, you gotta, like, really being like pressing the issue and like, yeah, you gotta find a new co-host, make sure he's good. Right before he left, he actually like looked at me and he was like, hey dude, you like, we were making some jokes to each other before he was leaving, and I was like, and then I just looked at him, I'm like, dude, it is not gonna be the same. And he was like, yeah, so you gotta like find a really good co-host, because if it sucks, I'm gonna come up and beat their ass. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So keep in mind, like he said, be very verbal about anyone that comes on the show, because I want the best I could have. I want like the individual who is with me at the time. I want you guys to be vocal about them. I want you to tell me like, oh yeah, they suck at their job, or oh my gosh, they're way better than you, Phil. You should quit and have them do your channel. And then I'll be like, haha, and then cry, and then that'll be really bad. But on to more bigger and better things. Spyro 2 is quite possibly like summed up as my childhood, along with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. They were like some of the first games I ever played on the original PlayStation, and I just think that these games were freaking amazing. Ironically, when I played these games, I played them to like death basically, because I remember this game, me and one of my neighbors actually had a copy of it, and hit the lizards with rocks, bonus, blah blah. Bosu? Oh, okay, I thought they were trying to say bonus, but they were just really messing up on it. Okay, cool. Give me hints. Does that mean I get these? I do! That's even better. I think there's a first-person mode. I think there is. Yeah, is it circle still? Probably? Probably. It worked! Oh, cool. I did it. Nice shooting, blah, blah, blah. Follow me and shit. But yeah, anyway, I had this game. I basically busted it to shit because I would play it so much on my PlayStation. My PlayStation had the issue that a lot of people actually did, which was the middle thing that holded the disc, or held the disc, I should say. It completely busted off, and like the two pieces of it had to be replaced in it every single time. So my whole like time playing, I was just like, well, this fucking sucks. So then eventually the disc got completely scratched up to beyond belief, and then I was just I didn't know what to do. But luckily my neighbor had one, and I feel really bad about this, but like I did switch the discs on him. I took the like a little bit of a better disc, even though his was really messed up at the time too. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe yours just doesn't work. And so yeah, there's me being like a bad person, just not being able to do anything. Fortunately enough, I did in fact give him back the disc after both stopped working. So yeah, I did eventually. I was a bad person back then, kind of ish. I got good grades. That's all that really mattered, I guess. Like, if you get good grades and you're a bad person, I mean, like, it kind of evens out. I cannot do this. Like, you have to hold triangle and then press circle as you're holding triangle. So, I mean, as well as it doesn't sound too hard, you also have to keep aware that the L1 and R1 buttons are, like, the camera. So, everything in this game is just, like, difficult beyond fucking belief. When it comes to like playing a retro game, if you were to go back from like, let's say, I think the newest one was like Spyro Hero's Tale, or Spyro fucking, I don't even remember. Legend of Spyro, I think is what it was called. But yeah, there's some really fucking difficult things in here. Wow, that thing is adorable, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully I hit him. I did! Cool! Only 2 more to go. If you guys haven't played the first Spyro, and the reason why I'm not playing the first Spyro, I just didn't like it as much, honestly. But anyway, yeah, the reason why I'm not playing the first Spyro is I didn't have an enjoyment with it as much as like this one, or even like I kind of played a lot through 3. Didn't really beat it. This is actually the only one I officially beat. I beat the first one, but it was with a family member, a cousin of mine. He had it, so he was just like, yeah, you should play this. And I was like, and at the time when you're a kid, you're like, you just see the title of the name, you don't really read anything else, and you're just like, oh, Spyro. And then I was like, yeah, it's just the same thing, but it's like different, or like different maps and stuff. And then so I played it, and I was like, well, how can I do like all the abilities Spyro normally does? And it was, well, because the game came out before it, and I wasn't aware that like older games didn't take predecessors. I didn't really learn that until, like, for instance, can I just, yeah? Okay, cool. Until, like, I think Army of Two is a good example of that. Like, I played the first one, and then I feel like 40 a Day took more away than gave. Like, there were some instances where, like, yeah, cool, they have, like, the customizable masks, like your gun, you can have a fucking pop can on it, which was, like, I was like, this is kind of stupid, but it's an extra you can have on it. I mean, like, if you want to be silly in general, I mean, that's kind of cool. But, where is this motherfucker? Is he, like, what is he, just chilling? Like, I don't even know right now. I honestly don't know where this guy is. But, yeah, I mean, like, the pop can thing, I was like, oh, this is fucking stupid, I bet you anything. Yep. Got him! Please get him! Yes! Okay. So I should be getting, I don't remember if it was a gem. No, it's an orb in this game. Spyro, or no, Crash Bandicoot does, gems, I think. But, oh, just give me another one! Why the fuck not? But, yeah, I was like, yeah, I mean, honestly, Army of Two, the first one, is perfect. I think me and Levi actually talked about eventually doing that just because it was a game that, like, we played so much of that. We kind of, am I back in the beginning? I am. But, like, back in the day when me and Levi were just, like, I think it was, like, right about hitting high school, like, right at the end of middle school, like, right about then. That's, by the way, that's how much we've been friends, is, like, literally that long. We would play, like, for instance, Army of Two. It's another good co-op game. We play, like, the Halos and stuff because none of us could afford Live. And we were, like, we were in the instances where, like, we got Xbox Live for, like, 3 months on our birthday, and then we got, like, a $2 game all as well. Like, our parents were always, like, kind of on a budget, so we were, like, we weren't, like, freaking out if we couldn't get, like, this game, and a lot of the games we did get was because we traded in those other games and then we got something else. So it was kind of an instance where we didn't get a lot of games until, like, we finally got jobs. I beat the level! I'm cool! But yeah, so we played that. We played Viva Pinata a lot. That was a really good game. If you guys haven't tried Viva out, it's surprisingly, like, just a really, really good game. Gardening, you just go around, just do shit, get cool pinatas, they do other shit, you get to, yeah, I say a bunch. I think it's just because I'm thinking, and I'm just like I said, again, I'm kind of nervous about doing this whole thing. Never really had a solo Let's Play going on, so it's kind of my thing. I just going through my head like, I wish I could do, I hope I do really good on this. I hope I don't fuck up. I hope Levi's not watching this and is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, in your right mind? And by the way, guys, we are exploring a way to be able to maybe get him on the show, even if he's not in town. Whether that be, I did it again. Whether it be, we just getting like a program that integrates like our audio microphones. He doesn't have a good one, but I can always just fucking drive down there, like one day when I have a day off and for like 4 hours, and then get him my extra microphone. These sheeps are so cool. And then we can maybe like integrate them in like the actual audio, and then basically do what we're doing before, probably with a little bit of lag at the same time. But it's something that I'm trying to research. It took me forever to find out how to get this microphone not to like super duper pop, and I was very, 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 very happy that I was able to finally figure that out. I found the exact settings that it worked for me, at least, so the audio is a little bit clearer. I know on our Pokemon episodes, the audio might be pretty bad, and some of the really, really early videos we had are pretty bad, but that was from the sheer fact of, like, it was the bitrate for the program we used to record 3DS is really, really low, and I don't know how to set that higher. And then for the earlier videos, it was just like the microphone was too close. I didn't know how to like edit popping sounds out of stuff. We had a pop filter, but it really didn't give a shit when you like really don't give a fuck. So I'm doing better on editing. I'm still learning on that. I'm actually in charge of our photoshopping now. what's it called? Our thumbnails for our older ones are all Levi, and then these are going to be completely based on me. It's going to be something that I'm just going to have to learn. Plus, I'll be in charge of the Facebook. I'll try my best to get that updated when I can. I don't want to be, like, neglecting anything, but I have a lot of work ahead of me, and I noticed that. So, as well as this has become kind of maybe a primary channel for myself, I do want to just say that Levi will be back eventually. I got an orb! I'm super fucking cool! I'm fucking the best! This is more like an update video than anything, I just realized. It's kind of like, I talked about some shit, and then I was just like, okay, well, Levi's gone, that's about it. And then I ate some frogs, and then everything was better. I should probably find the next... Ooh, I'm gonna talk to Moneybags before I end it here.
Sorry.
Sorry, Spyro, I love to teach you how to swim underwater, but take as much treasure. 500 gems. 500 gems. Okay, so that's actually gonna be my next objective before I start the next part, is get that 500 gems, and then we'll come back here, and then we'll have the second part of it essentially going on. So yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys have any ideas for any videos you want to see me or any of my upcoming guests play in the future, make sure you do leave it in the comments below. I do check it a lot, and then that way at least I'm able to find out what you guys actually want. I could probably actually do this level in the next part. I don't think I need to swim underwater yet, even though I think universally I should be able to swim. But yeah, definitely leave it down there. Make sure to leave a like, because it does help me out a lot as well. And then other than that, make sure you guys stay classy.